Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel and I hope you've all had an amazing day. Today we are back on the grind to Supernova. As you can see, we are still a trendsetter, so we have a long way to go. We're currently at 13,545 stars and we need about 100,000. I'm aiming to get to Runway Diva by the end of this week, and I really don't think that that's impossible. I think that we can do that. We're only 1,500 stars away, and I think if I really grind, we will get there in no time. If you do like this sort of content, please consider giving the video a like, maybe a comment, and maybe even subscribe if you want to see me again in the future. And without any further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so I've just hopped into a VIP server, I believe, and the theme is Baggy. We've joined a tiny bit late, but I don't think we will have any issues. We're gonna go straight for these. I want to take this top, and let's take these and that. I'm gonna take this top to layer because it's always super cute to layer, and for the same reason we'll take this ruffle top. I don't want the top to be too baggy because we have these big baggy pants on at the bottom. And then how do these boots look? Okay, they look fine underneath that. I think we'll go with those. And then I'm going to take these. I might even take this fishnet top. And then in the changing rooms, should we take this? I think this is kind of cute, but I feel like there might be a little bit too much going on. We'll keep it for the meantime and we'll see how we feel. For the face, I think I'm going to go with this one. Put my lashes on straight away and just lower them slightly. About there. I like that. And then let's put some hair on. Oh, I think our lashes need to come up slightly, but we'll do that in a moment. So I'm going to go with this hair with the Queen of Hearts, but only bangs, and we'll go for bangs number 3. I'm going to scale them down ever so slightly just to about 45, and then I think we're going to put this one in here as well. Scale that down, and then if we can rotate this a little bit and then pop that here, I think that will look cute once we've got everything recolored. So for the color, I was going to go for a dark brown, but I think I'll do something bright, so I'm going to go for these blues, and then let's color this one. I think this one is gonna have to be the same color for the bangs just for it to blend properly. No, I'm not liking that. I don't think I have enough time to get that to blend. I'm just gonna go with these two, which is totally fine. We could go with something like this. We foil that one and then stick with kind of the blues and the yellows. For the fishnet top, I think I'm going to make that all blue. It's kind of clipping. I don't know. We'll keep it on for now, but I might take it off. But I need to rush now because we are running out of time. I'm going to silk that. And then for this top, I really wish that we could pattern it, but we can't, unfortunately. For the boots, I'm going to go with the same pattern. And then for the sleeves, I'm going to go for a yellow with some blues, and then I want to put some green in there as well. Let's pop that one in there. How much time have we got left? 52 seconds. Okay, and then for this top, let's put that pattern on again. Some blue, some more blue, and then some green on the top. And then for the jeans, I feel like if we go for that, that's kind of cute. I don't think I like this anymore. Let's recolor this, throw some green in there, and that. And this is looking okay. The shoes are clipping a little bit. Can I ankle length? Okay, I think that's all we have time for. I think this is okay. It's not my best, it's definitely not my worst. Okay, this is cute. I like the silhouette. I just wish that she'd broken it up with a few more tones and patterns on here. I love the hair. I'm gonna go for a 3 with that one because I do think it's on theme. I like the use of the bikini top with the jacket over the top. I don't think I like the texture on the bottoms, but it is still definitely on theme, so I'm going to go for a 3 for this one. This is ours. I didn't have time to do the nails. I didn't have time to get a bag, but I don't think we did too badly here. I really like the colour of the hair. I like the colour scheme we went with. Oh, this is cute. I really like the cargo pants with the skirt over the top. I love the hat. I'm going to go for a 4 with this one. I wish that she'd have used a few more patterns in the actual outfit. I can see she used a pattern on the hat, but I think I would have given that a 5 if she'd incorporated just a little bit more into it. This is cute, but I do think it's very basic. I'm gonna go for a 2 for this one. And for this one, again, it's cute, very, very basic, but it is definitely on theme. So I'm gonna go for a 3 for this one. And she was the last to go as well, so she might have had a little bit less time than everybody else. And we placed 3rd, which is great. I do think that 1st place was deserved for that girl, and we came 3rd with 12 stars, which isn't amazing, but it's not terrible. We have 7 people in here right now, so it's not the worst, could be better. Okay, so the theme here is Ballroom. I'm not quite sure what I want to go for. I think I'm just going to go for something quite elegant, quite a long dress. I think if I can layer a few different skirts together. So I think I'm going to take the Baggy Pass dress because I think that the silhouette and the shape of this is absolutely stunning. And then I'm going to take the Withered Rose dress, but only the skirt. I quite like the shape of the bottom there. I don't think that there's too much going on. I don't think I like this extra layer there. I think I'm going to keep the bottom quite simple with just those 2 layers. I don't think it needs too much more for this theme. And then because we're keeping the bottom quite simple, we can do a little bit more with the top. So I'm going to take these gloves. I feel like everybody's taken these. That's okay. And then let's take some puffy sleeves. And I'm going to take this because it's a staple with my layering. Okay, then I'm going to take this corset as a base. I'm going to take this top, but take all of these extras off. I think the lace there is really pretty. I might even go with the witch's corset, just because I know I can add some patterns into that and make it a little bit more exciting. Okay, let's start colouring what we've got, just so that we don't run out of time. For this one, I think I'm going to go with this pattern as my main pattern. So I'm going to silk that, and then I'm going to apply the same pattern to the sleeves, and then I want to add the pattern to the skirt as well. I feel like that's a little bit too much, so I'm just going to go with a pink shade for the bottom of the skirt, and then if we add the pattern instead to the Withered Rose skirt, I think that could work. Yeah, I think that looks much better. Let's add the yellow in there. I don't think I meant to add these sleeves. Let's take those off. Okay, so for these sleeves, I'm going to go with... Okay, I'm going to take these sleeves off because it's flashing with the lace. I'm not a huge fan of that. For this one, I'm going to go with this pinky color, and I'm going to make that a light silk. And then for the details, I want to put some more of that yellow in and a little bit more of that blue in from this pattern, because the blue is stunning from this pattern. And then for this top, let's go with the yellow there and let's silk that, or incorporate some more of that blue in here because I really like that. And then let's make the lace a little bit more subtle. I'm going to go with that pink. So this is what we have so far, and we have a minute left. So, ooh, the skirt at the back looks a little bit questionable, but that's okay. Okay, for the face, let's go with this one. And then for the hair, we only have 50 seconds. So let's go with this one and make this blonde. And then I'm going to take this one and make it blonde as well. But I'm going to move this over slightly just so that it's not clipping as much. And then for the shoes, can't really see them anyway, but I just want to put some on just in case. I'm just going to make those pink to match the rest of the dress. And do we have some time for some jewellery? Let's add this big statement piece on, and let's make that this colour. 6 seconds. We don't have anything else. I'm okay with this one. I like the top half. I like the lace that we've added in there, and I like the pattern that we've used. Okay, so this one's cute, but I'm not too sure what's going on with this kind of brownie colour in here. I'm going to go with I'm gonna go with a 3 because I like the outfit. I'm not really sure what's going on with the umbrella. This is ours. I think we definitely could have done more, but I feel like I always say that. So I'm gonna try to not say that as much. I think the hair's quite cute. It's cute but simple. Okay, so I think this one is quite cute, but I don't like the clipping from the rainbow skirt in with this skirt. So I'm gonna go for a 2, which is a shame because I really love the hair, but I just really, really don't like the skirt and how badly it's clipping. This one is very glittery. I feel like glitter has been used absolutely everywhere it possibly could. I'm going to go for a 2 for this one as well. I don't think it's quite giving ballroom. And then this girl has no clothes on, so we can't vote her anyway, so we're gonna give her a 1. Joined late. Joined late, that's absolutely fine, but we just can't vote her this round. Hopefully she'll give us something really cute in the next round. And then I'm assuming that she also joined late and didn't have any time. They will also give her a 1. I feel a little bit bad for the boats this round, but none of the outfits really spoke to me. None of them I thought really embodied the theme that well. And I always try and vote as fairly as I can, and we came first, so I wasn't expecting that. I'm not sure how the girl who was late came second, but I came first with 14 stars, which again isn't amazing, but isn't the worst. We do also finally have the yacht back, which means that we can fill the party meter again, which is great because I am still working towards a few seashell items. I have the wedges left to get. Let's have a look actually. I have the tropical shoes left to get, the wedges, and I think they are so cute. And I also have the crochet top to get. I have everything else, and I also have the Ivy Leaf walk, but I would love to be able to get the whole set. Okay, the theme is sea monsters, which is really exciting actually. I'm gonna go for this phase, but I want to make it a little bit more blue. Maybe sort of like a turquoisey sort of color like this. And then if we go back and make lips a little bit bluer as well, maybe like this. And then the eyes, if we do the same, and then with some of these face details. Okay, so I think this is okay for what we want to go for. So we've already spent a minute, so we need to get moving. Okay, so I know I want to use these lashes as well, and let's those a sort of turquoisey greeny color. And then I want to use the Gaga hat, and let's see if we have any patterns. I think I'm gonna go for this kind of scaly pattern. And then I also want to use this crown that we got from the like shell mini challenge, and I'm going to use the same kind of turquoisey greens in there, just like that. And then let's also add this and make this green as well. And then for the top, let's throw on the corset from Star Showdown, and let's make that a nice deep green. And let's throw in the shell top for a little bit more texture, and let's make that green as well. Let's add some brighter greens in there just to accent it. And then let's put this top on, but only the sleeves, and I'm going to go for green there as well, but a little bit darker. I'm going to use the same skirt from the Body Pass as well, just to add some more texture for the other skirts I want to layer. It all looks a bit flat at the moment, but don't worry, it will come together, I promise. Okay, I want to rotate this ever so slightly to over here. I think that looks quite cute. Okay, and let's start layering. Okay, surprise, surprise, I'm gonna go for this. Just because I know I can add this pattern to it, and I'm gonna foil that. And then let's add the jellyfish skirt, and let's add that same pattern, and let's silk that. I do feel like the colors are just a little bit, and I don't think I like that anymore. Right, I've taken that off. Let's throw this one on, and let's try and incorporate some lighter blues in there. I like that. And maybe this cross top again, just because I really like this one. Greens, some more blues. Okay, this is quite cute. I like that. And we throw this skirt on. If we pattern that with this, do a light silk maybe. That's kind of cute. And then for the hair, let's just go quite simple. Go for green at the back and then bring that light blue into the look as well. Shoes, I'm just going to go for these. And then let's add some fishnets and make them that light color as well. Make them ripped and thick. Have time for nails. Yeah, let's make them a light blue and make them a longer. I think this is okay. I really like the head. I love the head accessories we've added on here. And I love the top. I'm not a huge fan of the skirt combo we've got going on, but that's totally fine. Not every outfit has to be your best outfit. Okay, this is really cute. I like it. I'm gonna go for a 4 with this one. I definitely should have added the leg bandages. I always forget that they exist, but they are such a good item. This is ours. I am happy with it, especially the top half. I think the top half is really cute. It's not a theme that I've practiced before, so I don't think we did too bad considering. Okay, this is really nice. I really enjoy this. I wish you'd have incorporated a few more patterns. I'm gonna go for a 4, but the face is absolutely beautiful. I love the head accessories. I think she's done really well with that one. Okay, so this one, I'm not really seeing the sea monster aspect. Claudine, it's not on theme, so I'm gonna go for a 1. Really sorry. I don't know a lot about Monster High, but I didn't think Claudine Wolf was, you know, a sea monster. I completely forgot to add the ears. Oh, okay. And we have a backstory. That's cute. Okay, I'm gonna go for a 4 for this one. I think it's a different take. It's quite creative. I really love the face. Okay, so this is very, very blue. I think we have a lot of things going on here and I'm a little bit confused as to what's what. I'm gonna go for a 2 just because I think the other ones that we've seen have just been better and deserve more stars than that one. Okay, so the face card eats with this one. I really love that and I love the hair. The outfit, I'm not a huge fan of, so I'm gonna go in the middle and go for a 3. Last minute. Okay, considering she didn't have as much time as everybody else, I think she did really well there. And we placed 3rd, so I'm really happy with that. I'm gonna say thank you. And the votes are so much better now. Okay, so we came 3rd with 22 stars and 1st and 2nd tied with 24. Okay, that's okay. I think that everybody on the podium deserved podium this round. And I am happy to see that the votes have gone up. Okay, so the theme is graced with pearls. Okay, I think I actually want to use the same kind of hat and shell crown combo that I used in the previous round. So I'm gonna go for this face, I think. And let's hop straight into the dressing room. Okay, lashes straight away, obviously, and I'm gonna put that. Oh, why are they angled like that? Did I use the wrong toggle? Oh, I rotated instead. Oops, okay. And then we want to go back with the Gaga hat, but I want to make this a little bit more pearlescent than the last look. This is kind of cute. I think I like this. Let's foil that. And then let's add the shell crown again, but I'm going to go for more neutral tones. I think we're going to go for kind of creams and browns and golds. And I'm going to do the same thing again and scale it up to about 75 and rotate that off to the side. I think that's really cute. I'm going to go for only the chains on this, and then I'm going to add the Pixie Uwu dress that we got in the last update with the code. And I'm going to go for just the top on that. Then I'm going to add this one, but only number 2. Then I'm going to add the pearl necklace because obviously. And then I'm going to add the little pearl bracelet as well. For my hair, I'm going to go with this one, and I'm going to make it quite like bright creamy blonde. But I'm going to put that, let's not rotate it, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's put that to the back, and then if we use this one to the back but with no flowers and make that blonde as well. We are clipping a little bit through the hat, but that's okay, that's fine. I'm going to add these bangles over those and make them sheer. Let's add this top underneath, and then I think for the skirt we'll go with maybe the withered rose skirt again. Maybe we'll add the moongazer skirt over the top, but only the train. No, I don't think I like that. Okay, we'll just keep that for now, and let's recolor what we've got just so that we have something. Okay, so let's repattern that and silk that, and then we want to go in with those kind of browns and golds again. But this, let's make it again quite a goldy color, and this one make that champagne and foil it. For the sleeves, I'm going to do the same, and then for this top underneath, we'll stick with those same sorts of colors, add some silks and foils in there. But I need to put some shoes on desperately. We have 10 seconds left. Let's just throw these ones on, and let's make those champagne and silk bows. And then for the jewelry, do we have time? Yes, we do. I think this is quite cute. I do think we could have added some more, but I do really like the top, and I like the hat that we've added there. I do think it's quite difficult with these sorts of themes sometimes because we don't have too many kind of pearly items. This one is beautiful. I really like this one. I'm going to go for a 4. I love the hair that she's put together. I love the top. This is cute. Again, I wish there wasn't as much glitter, but it's still cute. I'm gonna go for a 3. She's definitely incorporated pearls as much as she could, and she's stuck with the theme. This one is beautiful. I think that one is beautiful. I've given that one a 5. This one I also think is very pretty, but we have a few kind of random colors dotted around. Like, I'm not quite sure why we have the green on the earrings. So I'm going to go for a 3 with this one, again purely because I think some of the other ones that we've seen deserve to be rated a little bit higher. This one is cute, but it's just very, very simple. I don't think they've used anything else on the body other than the pink dress. I could be wrong. I'm going to give that one a 3. It is pretty, but it's just quite basic. This one is nice. I am going to, oh, we're going a little bit crazy with the poses there. I'm going to go for a 3 again with this one. I wish she'd used a few different patterns and some solid colours to break it up. With this one, I think the silhouette's quite cute. I love the face. I think the face is absolutely gorgeous, but I do think it is lacking a little bit. So I'm going to go for a 2. And she says she joined late. So considering she joined late, I think she did pretty well there. And then this one as well will have been someone who has joined late. Joined with under a minute. I think that's pretty impressive to say that she joined with under a minute. But I'm still going to go with the 2. Just because even though she joined late, the outfit isn't better than the other ones we've seen. So I'm just voting as fairly as I can. And we played second here, which I was really surprised with. I didn't think we'd place because we had a few really, really good outfits there. And we came second with 21 stars, and then we tied with third. Let's say thank you in the chat. We have someone complaining that they came 9th. I don't know who that was. I do think that everybody on the podium deserved to be on the podium. So the next round theme is fancy dinner. Okay. I'm going to close the chat over there as well. I'm not getting involved. I know that I vote people fairly, so if other people aren't voting fairly, then that's not up to me to police. Okay, so for the face, I think I'm going to go with this one. And then let's get straight into the changing room. Let's add our lashes on here, and let's put that to about... And then fancy dinner. Dress up in your best for a special meal out. Okay, so I'm going to go for the sleeves. I'm going to go for the corset together. And then I'm going to add this top, but take off all of the extras. Not sure if I like that clipping, but we'll see how we feel afterwards. Can I get away with adding this top underneath? because I do love that top from the quest. I think it's one of the most beautiful quest items that we've had. It's stunning in my opinion. Okay, that is too much. I think I definitely do want to go with a skirt for this one, but I'm just not sure which one I want to go with. I think I want to go for something quite long and quite flowy, but I feel like we've gone with the Withered Rose skirt so much recently, but it's just such a good item. It's such a good item and it's fit with all the themes that we've had. What about this one? Okay, so we could layer that to add a few more colors and a few different textures. So with this one, I'm envisioning like being taken out to a very high-end restaurant. That's just what I'm taking from it. And for our patterns, what do we go for here? I feel like if we keep it quite light and quite classy, I really enjoy this pattern here. And let's combine that with another one. Let's have a look what we've got. I think this one here could work really well. Max number of patterns, that's okay. Okay, so let's silk that one and let's add some cream stitching in there. And then with the lace, I'm going to make that cream as well, and the corset closure can be bronzy gold color. I think this has to go. Okay, so with this one, let's make that color. And let's add some brown in there. The undershirt we can pattern, so let's add this pattern on there again. And then the jacket accents, let's go with these creams just to help it blend a little bit. Okay, the sleeves, I might just go for the cream color again just to help it blend. I'm really not sure if I like this. I feel like it's way too messy. Let's take that off. Okay, we've made a choice there. We've made a choice. We'll see if we're happy with that choice later on. Okay, so with the sleeves we can pattern these now, so I might go with this pattern. Okay, for the skirt, I think it needs to be a little bit more cool toned than this. And let's add that and let's pattern this skirt the same. Okay, we have a minute left. We have no hair, have no layers. Let's just go with what we know. So let's silk that and add that creamy color. And let's add some hair. I'm really not liking this outfit, but that's okay. I think I'm going to go with the same hair that I had before, just because I'm panicking a little bit. And I'm not really sure what else to go with. And let's add this one and put it to the back. I don't like that skirt, but that looks so boring. Okay, what can we do here? We have such little time. Patterns, let's silk that maybe. We have 4 seconds. Okay, we don't have time. We didn't even add jewelry. We do not deserve any stars this round. But like I said before, not every round has to be your best outfit. It's okay for some rounds to just be a little bit basic and a little bit boring. It is absolutely okay. We all have those rounds. This one is absolutely beautiful. I love the patterns that they've used. I love the face. I love everything about it. That is a 5-star from me. She's been bringing out beautiful outfits every single round. This one, I do think it's on theme, but it is just very, very basic. I'm going to go for a 2 with this one. This one is very pretty. I love the silhouette. It's very simple, but it gets the job done. So I'm going to go with a 3 for this one. I do think she could have done a little bit more, and I'm not a huge fan of the face, but I do really like the silhouette of the outfit. This one I'm not a huge fan of. I feel like I see this outfit every single time this theme comes up. And I do wish she'd used a few different textures instead of silking all of it. So I'm going to go for a 2 with that one. And this one is stunning again. I love the face, I love the hair, I love the patterns. So I'm going to go with a 5 for this one. And this is the final outfit. I think this is really cute. I'm going to go with a 4. I don't love it as much as I love the other outfits that I voted a 5, but I do think it is still really, really pretty and deserves lots of votes. And we didn't place, but that's okay. I wasn't expecting to place. I am very happy that these 2 outfits came out on top. She came first with 27 stars. We came 5th with 17, which still is not bad at all. But thank you so much for joining me in this video today. If you enjoyed this content, please give it a like, maybe a comment, and maybe even subscribe if you want to see me again in the future. I do really want to get to the next rank by the end of the week, and I do think it's definitely possible if I try hard enough. Thank you for sticking with me, thank you for watching the video, and have a lovely rest of your day.